after a long time. Really good Korean. I don't remember who. Maybe somebody in chat.
I'm not sure.
Might have been Dark.
I don't keep track of the teams that much, honestly.
Do I have a cat? No, I do not. Not a fan.
You like my cats, don't you?
Yes.
Do you like how much my children try to torture the cats while they're sitting on you? You don't like that?
I do not.
Messed up, man. All right, guys.
No,
Creative versus Cure.
no, help.
Oh, God, Dragon Wolf Dr. Chen is here.
Help me. No, please. No. Stop. Why is this? Holy shit.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
Help.
I think he's done.
All right. Thank you, Dragon Wolf Dr. Chen. All right. Creator versus Cure. Do you have like a favorite here?
Depends, because like Creator had such a huge difference in like skill, where he has like, huge swings and ups and downs. So
yeah.
Depends what type of Creator we have here. I would say Cure is probably more consistent, but
Cure has some reasonably big swings too. Honestly,
he does.
Like he has some of the best games that you see, and then like just shitter games. So like I feel both of them are that way.
Exactly. I was gonna say that's exactly the same with Creator.
Yeah. Creator definitely, man. Like it's been a long time like that.
Dude, this is pretty sick, actually. The fact that he has to pull so many probes. He's not gonna build a cyber core?
Yeah, that's a crazy choice.
Okay, now he builds it, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't think he made the decisions correctly here.
Well, yeah, okay. I think he immediately built a cyber core. Same thing, everything, but just immediate cyber core. Maybe he thought he was gonna get out a little bit quicker.
But
like
yeah, 6 probes is a heavy pull. Like you don't even pull that many for a hatch, man. Like he was serious about getting that.
Guess that's why he probably wanted to skip the cyber. Thought he could kill it quicker. Oh well. It's not a huge deal. It's just annoying.
Yeah. Well, I think that's always good. Like
especially
anytime
with an engineering bay block, I like the cyber being a little bit quicker. You know.
Absolutely. There's no reason not to, because the adept would be almost done. You know, and it's just better.
Better scouting.
Yeah.
A little bit more defensive. Who knows?
Yeah. I think in general though, blocking Protoss Nexuses is always nice.
For sure. Especially if they actually wanted it.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, you almost always do. So
you do.
I think I actually feel like it's slightly underutilized. Like probably not quite as good as blocking a Zerg hatch, because you follow that up with the Adept Oracle, but still, like, we don't see it super often, right?
No.
I feel like if I watch like 10 TVPs in a night, I'll see it 1 to 2 times.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rare.
1 to 2 times, maybe out of 10.
I think in general, like forcing your opponent to be a little uncomfortable is super underrated. You know, like even if the equation means you're slightly behind, I still can see a world where it makes sense.
Well,
depending on who you're playing against.
If you fuck up your opponent's plans, I think that's always a pretty good play, no matter what. Because otherwise, like if someone's just on autopilot doing something they always do, like it's going to be done super well. So if you can fuck that up at all, it's great.
Even just a little, yeah.
It's something that we see all the time in Brood War, where like dictating the early game is super strong. Even if you lose a little bit of money on that, like the win rate for Protoss on 2-player maps there is huge, because you can just go steal the gas and dictate the entire flow of the early game, right? Like it's like up to you. And like, because you can do that, your opponent can only have loose plans as to what to do. And they have to play it all by ear and make like a ton of decisions. So I think stuff like that is just always good. Now here, obviously that's not as big, but
yeah,
the idea behind it is similar.
I like it. I mean, even for some players, like if you can knock them off a timing, they can get supply blocked more than they should, that kind of stuff. Because there's like a feeling for when you want to build your pylons, especially when you have a very specific play style that you like to play.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Was that worth it? The medevac for 2 soccers?
Not for losing the medevac, I think.
Yeah. Seems
if
just
you didn't
slightly
lose
off.
the medevac, I think that would be really good.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is nice.
Oh, yeah. That mine was fantastic.
He's got the over battery.
That is so funny, man. Overcharge.
I don't...
Yeah, that didn't seem... I don't think that went how he wanted it. Like,
I think losing the medevac, it like really stops you from having any real options.
Yeah. The medevac is worth more than the 2 stalkers, honestly.
For sure. I mean, it wasn't a huge committed push, but there's also no retreat, no
But you
counter.
lost it all, and you got 2 probes?
Yeah.
And, like, that's...
And even the mine was good. Like, it
Yeah.
hit a bunch of stuff.
It's like, yeah, you get the stalkers, but, I mean, that's it. That's it. That doesn't really set Creator behind. And look, Creator throws the 3rd Nexus down. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. After you get the medevac, your opponent doesn't have anything they can do to you.
You should be pretty confident in taking that.
That's a very Estrella move. He is always making high-quality moves like that, where, like, his opponent, like, loses units, and he's like, Nexus. I love that shit. Love it. I think the theory behind it is just so solid.
Our distractions are back.
Yeah. They're chasing each other in my office. I love it.
I feel like Cure... Well, I guess we'll see. Feels like he's forced to play from behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see a third CC.
But it doesn't look like, if you look at the numbers, it doesn't look too bad.
I mean, no, I don't see a third CC. And the way I see his army or his defense is positioned, it's very defensively.
Yeah. Yeah, he is playing defensively.
So I don't know if he just decides this is going to be a timing attack.
He's finding that there's a 3rd on the way, so I think he'll just throw down his command. Well, he was going to throw down his command now anyways, so I guess he didn't really find it quickly enough.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I like this position for Creator at the end of the day.
Yeah, it does look better for Creator. I agree.
That's just going to be there forever. Cool. Well, I guess maybe you can get it with a cheeky turret.
Yeah, that's what he's going to try.
I like it. And it's dead.
What?
What?
That's crazy.
It's
That's
got
some
like 1
crazy
HP.
shit. Yeah.
Is there... Where's the 3rd? Oh, there it is.
Dude, those
Yeah,
dead air spots I find so annoying, by the way. Just like sitting shit there. It's just annoying.
You know, it's funny when people used to do this and you would hallucinate in Phoenix and get
Yeah.
one shot to push it out.
Yeah.
Good
You have to hold
times.
position at.
Yeah. They almost never do, too.
Yeah. You got to just hope your opponent's a fucking dumb ape, F2A move type guy, right?
Yeah, the Raven just flies into your stalkers.
Yeah.
Fun times.
So this push out from Cure is pretty serious.
Yeah.
He's going to get a good position with it. The units are all getting pulled, so he might have an opportunity to utilize that Raven right now as well.
I mean, he sees everything. This is...
Dude. This position from Creator, though.
Oh, I mean,
my
one
God.
Colossus goes down.
Yeah.
I just don't see...
That Mine Bro is really good.
Oh.
I feel like
No,
that's not
drop.
I thought that was going to quite look like. Like, the position for Creator there looked so good, and then when Cure kind of stemmed and went forward, I was like, oh, damn, that's actually like a lot of Terran shit there. But, wow, that was... I feel like that was just slightly unexpected, the way that traded.
I mean, I think if you're Cure, you don't really have a choice, right? Like, you're not expecting the army to be there, but if that's the end of your push, then it feels kind of bad. And the Colossus are out in front. I mean, maybe you go for it and possibly win the game, but also if you lose there, you just lose the game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see how Cure can really come back. His third hasn't even landed yet. He lost
Certainly
a ton
not a
of
good
army.
position.
Like, you basically have to play really passive the rest of this game. Or attack with a smaller army.
Yeah. Well, Cure is, like, I feel like he's very good at taking engagements. So if he does play a little bit passively, sits in his little arc and stuff, I could see Creator being a little bit sloppy, right?
One other thing, it feels like Creator's worker count is way lower than it should be. Like, he's had this third forever. It's 67 workers to 62.
Yeah. He
Like-
didn't lose that many probes either to the Raven. Like, he did lose a few, but it wasn't substantial.
He just stopped making probes altogether.
Yeah, I think so.
Even with a fourth base on the way, he's not building probes even now.
What probe count do you like in this matchup?
It depends if you're going to be aggressive or defensive, but either way, I like a lot of probes. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking
I like
80,
mid-70s.
80, yeah.
Mid-70s with a
80s.
more defensive splash-oriented approach. I like that, personally.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be really active, because you can just do infinite warp-ins.
Yes,
So
yeah.
you build a ton of probes, you have a very sacrificial army, but at the end of the day, like, a lot of those big Blink DT builds and all that stuff, or not builds, but Blink DT style late game PvT requires a ton of mining. So
yeah.
if you're going to play a heavy gateway style, I really like heavy probe counts
Yeah.
with the idea of trading.
I mean, a lot of people will go into this like really high quality composition, then just switch over. Like, yeah, charge a lot, DTs everywhere, some disruptors, blink stalkers, you know? Just kind of that mobile, like easy to remax with force. He is adding a disruptor now.
Yeah, especially if you have one max where maybe it's like a trade, and then you have a really sick follow-up warp in. I mean,
Yeah.
it can be a big 1-2 punch. This is going to be pretty scary going up this
Yeah,
ramp.
that's he's got the double Archon. That's a lot of charge lots. He needs to get those stalkers out of the way. Look at the stalkers block everything. Well, I guess it gives him time to get rid of that Widow Mine, which is good.
Yeah, these Colossus are really annoying.
He's having a hard time though. He doesn't want to trigger the charge on that command center, you know? He's like trying to get that to cancel. I feel like that command center is actually saving Kira 100%. You see him how he was microing that? Like he was just holding the Zealots back the whole time. He's like, come on, cancel this, cancel this, cancel this. Because if he attack moves there, too many of them are going to lock onto the command center and his engage is going to go to hell.
Immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's just so many Zealots and he has
It is.
ghosts. I mean, I don't know how you break this.
I don't know that you do, but you need your
Nice
charge
EMP.
to land correctly.
Nice EMPs.
Yeah.
What? I mean, these felt kind of exposed. Yeah, these Vikings are going to pick off at least one, right?
Like he's bringing his SCVs forward. SCV pull here is rough.
I don't like the SCV pull.
Yeah. Between Archon, Zealot, and Colossus, like you're losing a lot.
33 SCVs die.
Yeah. I think Cure has to counterattack here no matter what.
I think that's the plan. Like this is
So he got rid of like basically all the splash. There is the Dark Shrine coming up, so it is kind of that idea that you had before. But like I think Cure just has to keep moving forward now.
Yep. I think that's the plan too. That's the only reason why I can think of pulling the SCVs.
Yeah, yeah. If you're pulling the boys, it's like you're trying to
It feels so
get the
weird to
army
pull the
small and
boys
go.
because it almost looked like his army was just better. Like he had the EMPs, he has the Vikings. It was really heavy Zealots.
It didn't seem like he was going to die.
But that's all that really matters. You don't pull the boys unless you're going to die.
Well,
in that situation, where the Colossus and Archons, I mean,
could he have pulled the boys so that he could attack? Because if you pull the boys, you're not going to lose like basically any bio.
he was
so you have
pulling
a big
them
army.
into Archon Colossus.
No, I know,
though.
I know. It looked bad.
It's not like you're pulling them into Charge Lot Stalker or something.
Yeah,
You're pulling them into like 2 swipes, and that's it. All the workers are gone.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. He's down half workers compared to.
I mean, this is completely all in.
And look, he's got 1 medevac.
Or it
That's
should
killing
be
me.
completely all in.
Look at how wrecked his army is right now. It's so low health. Shit, dude, you could blink on top of that and kill half of it in one volley, man. Shit's everything's red.
Medevacs are coming. But he just doesn't have the worker count. 44 workers to 74.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. 5th Nexus going to be coming up too.
Yeah. I mean, every minute this game doesn't end is just Creator getting further ahead. So.
Honestly, Creator just needs to make a prism.
Honestly, Creator just needs a move. You doesn't even need to shoot the disruptor
Yeah,
balls.
maybe you're right. But I'm just looking at this. I'm like, dude, if you send a prism anywhere, he can't do anything. Like, he just doesn't have enough. You warp in like fucking 10 Zealots in the main base, he's just going to crumble.
He's got a 4th CC. He just doesn't have. He wasn't building SCVs. I mean, he's at 47 SCVs.
Yeah. Well, the main is dry. The natural's almost dry. 47 is okay for 2 mining bases, honestly. Right? Like, if you're just going to stay super aggro here and mine from 2
mining
bases, you're
bases
okay.
isn't adequate. It's not acceptable.
No, I mean, it's not unless you're, like, literally out there killing shit right now.
My God. Oh,
Really good micro.
Dude, that was insane.
Sick. That was sick.
Like, the army was so much smaller.
Yeah.
But that was a really nice
Dude,
control.
disruptors, man. Disruptors are silly.
Did the Vikings just die?
Yeah, I didn't even see what happened to him, but I think they just got whittled down over here. Maybe he landed them during the battle. I think our eyes are trained not to look at shit that doesn't matter.
I mean, the Vikings are... The only reason why I even mentioned it is because of War Prism. But...
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
I assume they just died. Pretty useless anyways, unless you can do something with the Prism.
Yeah, really good upgrades, by the way. Look at that. +3 almost done for Creator. Excuse me. All right, gets a couple disruptor hits.
Dude, disruptors are so fun. Kira's having a fun time.
GG.
Right now.
Look at that, 2 Gs. Not as salty as Dark.
All the G's. By the way, your mic is completely blocking my view.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's all you had to say, man. It's on a fucking mic arm. I can change it completely.
Look at that. Now I can see the whole screen. Crazy. It's okay.
You see how I can do that? Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
This is the best mic arm. It's so good. I've had mic arms that just break after a couple months. This one's been alive for over a year.
It's good.
Good shit. Good shit.
I tried to buy it. It doesn't exist on Amazon.
Yeah, this one's a little bit hard to get, actually. It's a little bit tricky.
I still really don't get the SCV pull. I really don't get it. Like, I don't know. Because even defensively it sucks. 'Cause you lose all your SCVs, you're still in a really bad spot if you hold that. Unless you completely crush it, in which case it's like go time. You pull
Maybe
the boys
if he
and
had
you
stayed
go.
and fought, right? Maybe that was the idea, that he thought Creator thought he could stay and fight or something. But when Creator pulls out and saves every Zealot and fucking
And all the SCVs just die immediately to an Archon and some Colossi. I don't know. Oh well.
All right, here we go. Creator bottom right.
Cure top left.
Viviper _cheered.
What's up, Big Viper?
X300. When I first heard the Light Fury theme, I couldn't shake the feeling that it sounds like Thai wedding music since it's where I grew up, so I was confused when I found out it's a Pokemon theme.
Oh, wow.
But I dug further, it turns out the composer was sitting in a Thai restaurant when she wrote this theme. So like whenever someone sends a Light Fury dance, I think of drunk Thai uncles singing karaoke, and it's honestly magic.
That is amazing. I love that. Thank you for sharing, Vic Viper. I actually didn't know any of this about that music, but I do like that music.
Makes sense, I guess, eh? Like, a music feels like it takes inspiration. I feel like it's very difficult to compose something out of thin air, you know? It's something inspires you to compose.
Right?
or make
Yeah,
music.
yeah. You're always influenced in some way or another.
Just so we know.
Oh, shit. There you go.
Beautiful.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Light Fury's shaking her butt at this probe scout. It's funny, you got the Cybernetics core faster when there wasn't an eBay.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just built it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's funny because he built it anyways. He just built it later.
Yeah.
He built it before the Nexus last game.
Well, he had so many minerals. Like,
Yeah.
it was getting
just
silly.
weird. Maybe decisive on that stuff.
It's very true. Damn, nice. Thank you, SK Min. Actually, I found that was an important moment in my growth as a StarCraft player, is having decisivity, like, rules in certain situations.
Rules.
Yeah. Like, damn, Light Fury really going for it. Really going for it. All right. We'll pause some Tangia and play more afterwards. Thank you very much, SK Min. But yeah, decisivity rules. Like, so for instance, now this is a StarCraft 1 thing, because obviously that's what I play a lot. But like, if a Zealot enters my base, I start a third depot. Because, you know, you start microing really heavily. And if you don't have that third depot, you get supply blocked. And suddenly it's like, well, fuck, I can't punish, you know. I'm just behind at that point. So
Interesting. I've never thought of it like that.
yeah, just having certain rules like that. You know, if certain things starts going wrong, do this, right? Like, you probably have something like that. Like, there's probably certain situations you see something like in a ZDZ and you throw a spine down,
They're
right?
just instinctual. I don't have like a rigid thing. It's more of I feel something's off, or I feel like this. Like, for example, decisiveness to me is like, for example, when I'm looking at taking a fight, I'm very decisive. Even if I'm wrong, I'm making the strategic call that I'm probably right here. It feels like I'm right.
Yeah. And that makes sense. Like, you need to be. You can't take things half-assed. But like, for instance, today I saw you, some lings were made and you made a spine very quickly, right? That's the same type of thing I'm talking about, where like probably every time you open with that build and you see lings at that time, you probably make a spine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's I mean, it sounds very simple, but until you play a lot of StarCraft, I think you can then look at it and be like, oh, see, like this is like a rule that I have that I react in this way.
Yeah, I just don't verbalize or like
Yeah.
actualize the rule.
Well, see, I'm a macro Terran player, so I'm just a bit more cognitive than you.
Yeah, you just write it down on a piece of paper and you're like, huh,
Yep.
I'll remember that later.
Exactly.
Or a whiteboard.
Yep. Those two. Put it in a note in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm on the toilet, instead of watching TikTok, I read my notes.
Somehow you're not just the best Terran player in the world. It's crazy.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah. You ever think it's time to hang up the mouse and keyboard? Like you've achieved enough and you've...
No, never.
No?
How would I achieve enough? I haven't won any ASLs.
So you have to win an ASL to achieve enough.
Well, once you win one, you got to win more than one.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So just no is the answer then.
No is the solid answer to that.
Interesting.
All right, look at this attack here from Cure, man. This is hard to deal with. This reminds me of some of TY's old attacks that he did against Stargate openers.
Yeah.
Like that's tough to break when you have flying units. But then an Immortal comes out and you're like, ah.
Yeah, and also this is one of those armies that if you engage, you lose everything because the
Yeah.
Phoenixes are gonna clear the medevac. Viking. I mean, you're gonna get picked up. The second one's gonna get picked up. You're just gonna have nothing if
Yeah.
you actually fight that.
Very good pullback. Like forcing an Immortal there and then pulling back, I think that's really solid.
Yeah.
But, you know, the third Nexus is there. So, Creator shouldn't feel bad about this position, I think. Like, maybe he was forced into more of these shitty ground units than he wanted that don't scale as well. But, well, another attack is coming across. 3 Cyclones, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a Raven. He's got a really decent Marine count.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's...
It can be scary.
yeah, it's reasonable. That's kind of a scary army a little bit.
It's not super all in either. He's saying he's third behind it.
Yeah.
The only thing again I'm afraid of is if this fails, he loses everything. So
I think he has an opportunity to poke, and because of the auto turrets, he has one opportunity to turn around as well. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, see the auto turret goes. Oh wow, he popped that auto turret immediately. That was the quickest auto turret kill I think I've ever seen. And another auto turret goes down. No, with the overcharge, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, this is where I was feeling this is gonna be scary
I
now.
thought the
'Cause
auto
he's-
turrets might do slightly better there, but no, the Immortal just punked everything.
Like I said, if you lose this fight, you just lose. Period.
Mhm.
Well, you don't lose the game, but you'll lose like a majority of your army.
Yeah.
It's really hard to retreat against these Phoenixes.
Dude, that's rough. That's rough. That medevac death is especially painful.
Vikings too. I mean, he might just lose here because these what are they called? Marauders can be picked up. These 2 mines might be saving grace, but oh, the mines get picked up. This might be it. Might not. Even if he gets the cancel on this would be massive. He doesn't. Well, yeah.
The boys
need to come. This is good.
Actually,
I like the
boys
boy
are good
pool.
here. Yeah.
Very
unlike
this
the previous
is where
game.
I like the boys being
Notice
pulled.
how there's no Archons and no Colossi.
No Colossi, yeah.
Yeah. The boys do much better right there.
Oh, that was good. There's a Colossus on the map. I like it. Oh, this would be huge. Okay.
Yeah, nice catch. Nice catch.
Like how he's slowing
Yeah, he
down
has
the front
concussive,
stalkers.
too.
Yeah, this is
I actually
good.
didn't notice he had concussive till just then.
Well, I think we're in a pretty even spot now.
Let's take a look. 68, 59 workers right now. More army supply by
Why is
50%
there so
for
many
Kira.
SCVs at the third? Does that even make any sense?
Yeah, it does look
60
heavy.
SCVs?
It's because they got pulled from the natural.
Yeah. So
And then he just sent them back to the third. It was probably just a quick thing. He'll fix it. Yeah, see, he just sent them back to the nat. I'm sure he was just
Here
like
comes a
jumping
mine
around
drop.
quickly.
So annoying.
Yeah, I
Two
think
pros.
you're right. It looks like kind of close. I actually like Kier's position a bit more, I think.
Really?
What about you? Yeah, I feel like Kier's position is a bit better. His worker count is perfect. He's super mobile. The army is not a full composition for Creator, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that mine's actually getting through is huge.
yeah. And the Zealots with no charge or anything yet. Like, that's so painful. See,
Yeah, there's nothing here.
This is, like, I've seen this type of position more often in Zerg versus Protoss versus Zerg, than
This
Protoss
is a
versus
snowball
Terran,
though,
but
right here.
yeah.
Maybe with the Colossus.
But like his defense, even though it was a very good defense, he made like the A team, you know? He made the all-stars. He's like, yeah, we have 4 Phoenixes and we have 3 Stalkers and an Immortal and like 4 fucking, whatever. So he just had like this smattering of defensive units that held it, but like nothing holds them together. So his comp is way off. He doesn't have the right upgrades. Right, his build's not optimized. It was like a very defensive
Dude, look at this
play.
Colossus.
Yeah.
Just invincible.
Dude,
I
he's
like
pretty Chadley.
the swing back now, especially if he kills all the medevacs, that would be massive.
Yeah, medevac kills here are big. You want to get rid of those long-term units, I think.
I mean, there's so much too. It's another swing. 2 Colossi though.
You got to save those 2 Colossi.
If these Colossi
they
die, it's
need
game.
to live.
Okay.
Well, he finally has charge.
I think Kira's in a really good spot here. The only thing I like for Creator is he's got an upgrade advantage and he's got a decent tech. I mean, all the Phoenixes are still alive, which is really nice to stop counter drops and possibly get some medevacs. But I mean, it's undoubtedly a bad spot for Kira or Creator. Sorry. No 4th base, 4th CC on the way. I mean, he's already got ghosts. That's going to be really nice.
Yeah, I think Kira's just going to finish this out and we're going to go to game 3. Like, it'll take a few minutes, but just we're in this position where the spies are getting a lot higher and you look at this army and it's just not... This is an army from 3 minutes ago, you know?
Yeah.
3 minutes ago, the army of Creator makes sense, and right now it doesn't.
He's wild. He's out here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
3 Colossi,
he's
though,
trying
and
to
no
make
AA.
something
3
happen.
Colossi, no AA, maybe?
He does better than I thought he would there. But... yeah, long term, like, you can't keep doing that either. He's on 3 base. He can't keep spending his whole Gateway army doing that, you know?
He has to, like, rock it one time, and then we might have a game on our hands.
Yeah. The only player that can continually lose all their Gateway units non-stop throughout the game and win is Patience, and he's retired, so...
yeah. Miss Patience. He was a really fun guy, too.
He had a funny style, man. He just retained his robo units. That was literally the entirety of his play. My favorite Patience moment is when he had the same amount of Stalkers as his opponent, and he had Blink, and he lost.
That's a fun moment.
Yeah, that was a great moment. His opponent didn't have Blink, and he did have Blink, and he could not do
I don't
it.
even know how that's possible.
I know. It happened in SSL. It was amazing.
Theoretically, he should just be able to A-move and at least be 50-50, so...
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Dude, it's a real moment. It's a real moment. If you go back and look at the SSL VODs, 2015.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, Patience really was something else.
You know what's the best part? Like, he would just win crazy games where you should never win, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I studied him a lot, man. It was fascinating. I was like, how does he ever win? Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, and that one also connects. I mean, at this point, if you're a creator, why even take a 4th? Like, just go for the death ball.
Yeah, and that fucking mine hit there on the army. My God,
that's
man.
Brutal.
Dude, his army is just garbagey.
It is garbagey. It's also down an upgrade.
Dude, that must have been a double-cloaked observer. He both EMP'd it and scanned it.
Double cloaked.
Double invisibility.
How many Vikings? I mean, he's pumping them out 4 at a time. I don't see this army.
Dude, he has
being
a
able to
lot.
kill it.
He has a lot of Phoenixes.
Not enough.
No, he doesn't have enough of anything. He could literally...
That is a lot of Phoenixes, though. There's a lot
Yeah.
more than I was expecting. He's still building them, too.
No, he has a lot. Dude, look at this army. The Phoenixes are only here to take care of the Colossi. He has so many Zealots. If he had the right surface area, if that turret wasn't there, like he needs to
I
to
like
pick
these
off
turrets, by the way.
Dude, they're really good.
They are really good.
They're really good.
They feel so annoying.
He needs the charge not to be utilized on something like that. This is the big thing. Is like he needs all of his Zealots to charge in and get connections.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
I mean,
Let's
this
see.
Terran army, it doesn't have that many places to go, but the EMPs hit everything.
Yeah, the MPs were absurd. Okay, now he turns. He has another charge. There he goes. Goes up again. Dude, the Viking count's insane.
The Viking count is insane. You know, if he, I guess if he had Storm, he'd get EMP'd still, but 24 workers go down. Is there a world where this wins?
No.
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 Probably not. 24 workers, he's actually still ahead, even after losing 24.
Yeah, yeah.
Brutal. It's a nice game by Kier. It all came down to that fourth base. There was that one fight on the fourth base where the snowball started going in favor of Kier, and he lost his fourth.
Mm.
And then it was he never really recovered from that position.
Yeah, yeah. You can't make the A team and sack it across the map. When you make these like super defensive comps, like this is actually, I've seen it so many times in specifically Protoss versus Zerg. Like, you know, these games where Protoss is defending and Zerg is playing like out of their mind, and like it'll be like Phoenixes and Disruptors and like an Archon, and like it'll be this army that just defends everything Zerg throws, but then you don't have an army that can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we saw there. Because he defended that really kind of weird push from Cure with the 3 Cyclones and, you know, the Raven and the Marines. But then his army is just like, this army is not valuable. Right? Like, this is just a smattering of weird units. There used to be this guy called Bo3. You know Bo3?
No.
He was an NA player, and he had something called the Bo3 build.
The Bo3 build.
Yeah. He made one of every unit and attacked you. Imagine countering everything. You can't do it. He was great. Or maybe it was Buki. I think it was Bo3 though. It was a long time ago, dude. This was back like when the game very first came out.
Good times.
Did NoRegreT really travel all the way to New Brunswick? Well, beyond there, man. I live in PEI, so.
And I drove. I drove all the way from Ontario.
Yeah. Well, your car really drives you, though, right?
It does.
Like, it's like an auto-driving car.
But still. On the highway. It is.
It's a long drive.
Yeah, it's 18
Respect.
hours.
Dude, I didn't think you were going to get in when you did. You drove fucking far that last day. Holy shit.
Yep.
My wife was actually telling me, she's like, text Jake. Tell him if he needs a hotel, we can help him find one. I don't want him crashing because he gets tired.
I refuse.
Yeah, you got here at like 2 a.m. So she was like, she was worried, man, that you were going to be super tired.
I did drive across the bridge. Can't wait to pay $50 to get out of this
Dude,
place.
the bridge, man. Fucking bridge. Hell yeah. We love the bridge. See that?
Look at that beautiful bridge.
Look at that fucking bridge. You drove over that.
I
Was
did.
it heavenly?
Yep.
Was it like the best experience of the whole trip?
Yes.
Did it feel like the longest partially ice-covered bridge in the whole world?
It did.
Oh, yeah, it did. I fucking knew it.
Love the bridge.
Love the bridge. Oh, let me play these real quick.
Yeah, let's
before we go further.
Rate Games just
Let's get our light
subscribed.
series in.
Panda Rate Games just resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you.
Big penis.
Nice.
Thank you, Panda. Very good. Very good, my man.
Just subscribed.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow the channel. I cast this every week.
Imagine begging for followers.
Artosis, the Neanderthal, tries to reinvent the wheel, while his Neanderthal friends enjoy using conventional wheels to navigate the jungle.
Damn. Damn. Strikes home, legendary Frank. All right, so what do we have going on here? It's a
Nothing.
Factory opener. Yeah.
Oh,
nothing,
actually, we have
nothing
something.
too crazy
Is he gonna
yet.
see it?
Nope. Dude, I love those Excel zones, by the way.
Yeah, he sees it.
Oh, wrecked.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that sucks.
What's the plan here? The fact that he didn't immediately cancel it is shocking.
Fuck yeah. That's what the Reaper's doing after finding that proxy gate. Do you think it's always better to cancel, or should you keep it sometimes?
You can keep it sometimes for sure, but
Well, let's say
I
it's
feel
game
like
3 here. Do you keep it, or do you
I think
back out?
I almost think you keep it, but you don't use it that much. Like you try to be uncommitted. The fact that he's canceled the natural is really nice.
Oh, you mean like slow it down a little bit? Yeah.
I guess not canceled, but stop
But the
it.
double cyclone, I feel like, is just going to wreck everything.
Yep.
Like
He's going to go over there and kill the game. Now you might cancel it. I think I would cancel it. Oh, it's already up. Never mind. Yeah, what is it going to do now?
Nothing.
I think it's probably a mistake, but I could see it where it's like you want a double mind game. Like you let it finish or whatever, and maybe you don't utilize it that much.
Okay.
But it's probably a mistake to let it finish, especially considering what we have here.
Yeah, that's rough.
Nice.
Damn, how does that work?
It's unpowered. What do you mean?
Well, the fact that it froze in there and the light is frozen as well. That's what I mean.
True.
How does light freeze, man? When coldness isn't even real.
That's true. Chat, he believes cold exists, but really, cold is just a lack of heat. Therefore, cold doesn't exist.
Chat knows I'm right.
Chat does not. They know I'm right.
I don't think chat knows that at all.
Yes, and that's it.
It was
that's
cold
it.
outside
He doesn't
today,
believe
and
it.
He doesn't think it was. It's crazy.
He does not believe what I'm saying. Also, he doesn't believe heat pumps take heat out of the air.
Yeah, it's
and
cold
pump it
outside,
outside.
and they get heat from the cold. That's really sick, Jake.
That is
really
how it
smart.
works. That's how heat
Fucking
pump works.
high IQ. You
We
can see why
watched the
you bang
video.
and
You
bust
agreed with
everybody.
it. Remember?
Look, that guy was charming. He had me fooled. Dude, the light is still stuck. Guess it must be a big lack of heat there for the light to be frozen.
Listen, I'm not even trying to understand Protoss technology.
All right, mine drop coming in.
Of course the heat pump things are correct. I will literally do HVAC on the side. He's got to believe me.
Oof. Dude, it is agreed by theoretical physicists that because existence is based on human interpretation, the absence of a thing is as worthy as the presence of that thing to claim existence. Correct.
I don't even know what he's saying. That doesn't sound right to me. Again.
Is that your defense?
A lack of
Your
some...
world is crumbling.
Where did
Jake.
you even read that?
It's fucking Tungar typed it, man.
Who?
Tungar. You don't know Tungar?
No, is he a
Dude.
PhD or something?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
He teaches at Harvard.
Damn. And he believes in the lack of something existing? And being a thing?
Well, he knows it. He knows it.
Wet doesn't exist because water isn't wet. What?
Yeah, that's true. By your ideas, water isn't wet.
That's not true. All right,
Dude,
it's time to repower this
Good
boy.
catches, good catches. If he just puts a pylon there,
That's
and
time,
uses
yeah.
it, that would be pretty sick, actually.
You use the warp prism.
Well, that's silly.
Extra gateway.
That's silly. You can't do that.
Well, you could do it. Would it be worth? Probably
Don't
not.
think so.
Night doesn't exist because it's always day on the sun. True. The night is just a lack of sun. So you are right.
All right. I mean, he's got his third Nexus up. The third command center is almost done. I don't feel like the tech
Hey,
of Creator's super good.
he did power it
Yeah,
up.
he did power it up again. He unfroze the light.
No, the point of the heat thing is the fact that you can't create cold. That's the point.
Yeah, of course you can, man. You turn a fan on.
You cannot create cold. You're just removing heat.
Okay, I'm going to put some ice into your hand, and we'll see how long you hold it for.
That's not creating cold. That's not creating cold.
Okay. The ice didn't... Well, the ice creates cold on your hand, but the fridge or the freezer creates the ice.
And the freezer creates the ice by taking the heat out of the freezer and putting it elsewhere.
This guy and his fucking magic ideas. Listen, Harry Potter.
That's just
Get
how
outta
it works,
here.
man. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm surprised chat doesn't know this. You guys are dumb.
Dude,
Dumber
if
than I
chat
thought.
knew, it would even be less true.
The fact that they don't know it, yeah.
Yeah, that actually helps your claim. Mind Drop's not really doing that much. Creator okay on the probe count.
I do HVAC as well. It's actually true. Thank you, my fellow HVACer. Let's educate these
Do you also
fools.
make a swarm host when you're winning?
No, I don't. But if I did, I'd kill it. Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's
That
a
was a
big catch
huge
right
catch.
there. That's a big catch.
He literally didn't lose a single thing.
Is Kier going to save us from mass PvPs?
You might.
He might, but then we saw Zealots warping in the main.
We've got a game on our hands
Yeah,
still.
we do. Oh, did you catch his army? That's okay. We just made another one in your base.
Yeah. Are we going to clear it? Oh.
Yeah, it'll get cleared. Like, he still has the prism, though. No? He didn't move the prism at all? Dude.
Not the Colossus. He can't lose it.
Oof.
Okay. Nice that he didn't lose it.
A lot of mine hits this game. How is that prism still just fucking sitting there like that? What are we doing, creator?
Nothing shoots up. Oh, he saved it. Was it worth the prism? No.
God. Dude, when I see something like that, it's like, seriously, that should happen to you one time ever.
That Raven got F2'd. And then it figured, well, I guess I'll drop a turret.
Yeah. Oh, this is a great opportunity.
Scrappy game. Is Creator thinking about moving out right now? Because that's wild if he is.
He can't attack right now.
He's going to like intercept this counter.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
Like, just
that's
get into a
not
good
the whole
position.
army. But
Kmin
anyway.
just gifted one
Ooh.
sub. You are the man.
Recall. I like the recall.
Thank you.
Get out, run, take the. Yeah, take that. That's good. Take it. All right. Do we get out now?
Well, he's going to lose his fourth, right? Probes just got sent there, and he's got an army hitting there while this army got recalled.
There's no anti-air here.
GG. Kier moves on. All right. All right.